What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lean on this Wednesday night. Every time you see a panel full of ladies, being y'all too, we call it Ladies Night. So it's Ladies Night, and we're going to talk about Love in Hip Hop Atlanta, season 12, episode 10. That was called something about hot banks. I don't know what it was called, but it was a
Hot
good
tea,
one.
hot banks, I think, right?
Hot tea,
Yes,
wet
something like
banks.
that. Hot tea, wet banks. That's what it was. Thank you.
Man, was
Um,
she wet?
exactly.
Mm.
Love Jones, welcome back. How are you?
I've missed you guys. I'm fabulous.
That's good. We missed you too, Dream. Welcome back
Yes.
again. We was here last
Hey.
week talking about that juicy episode, and we have another juicy episode. I will say this show is picking up, and overall has been
Mhm.
pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Obviously we watch a lot of shows, being on this platform, but when I watch this one, I'm always like, I don't feel like I'm forced to have to watch it. So
Right.
that's the thing. Okay, well, listen, if you're watching right now, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. You subscribe and hit that bell to be notified, like when we go live. We try to let you guys know ahead of time where we're going to be live and things like that on all our shows. But as of right now, this show will continue to be live unless we say otherwise. So the only way you'll know that is if you not only subscribe, but hit that bell button. And like I said, always hit the like button as well because we need to stay in the algorithm. If you found us and you're watching us, you found us because we were the algorithm. Let's keep us there. All right, so let's get into the episode. It was a lot to discuss. We pick up after last week's episode where Erica Dixon and Bambi had their big little moment last week, and it was a lot. Myself, Danny, and Dream discussed it last week, and this week we pick up with Rennie and Sierra. So Rennie Rucci is apparently Sierra's friend. Now I find it to be kind of interesting because we've seen Sierra film a lot. We've never seen her film with Rennie. Like I
Ever.
haven't seen her be by her side at all. Even when they have had the girls' nights and they've been with Jessica White, I haven't seen Rennie, but maybe I missed it. I'm not sure. Let me know if I missed it. And so in this scene, we know Rennie Rucci obviously from her music, but we haven't got a chance to know a lot more about her up until this point. Amy has had beef for her, and that was kind of resolved 2 episodes ago, or sorta. And then we know that last year, okay. And then we know that what's her name? Um, Erica Banks is has an issue with her. So that was two things we learned in the early part of the season. And Robo's Adventure said they filmed a lot last year. Okay. Well, you know what? I didn't know that, but thank you for letting me know because I
With
did
her
not.
mom, yeah. Her mom and the kids.
Okay, okay, okay. So she was in the last season.
I don't know if she was a main cast member, but I know she was in a couple
Like a friend
episodes.
of.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in a while.
I didn't watch it
So
either, but
I
I was like,
missed that,
oh.
but thank you for letting me know. That makes sense. Now this scene makes sense. But nonetheless, she's meeting with her to check on her, see how she is mentally. And really basically says that she still struggles a bit. She says that although her mom passed a while ago, she still has issues. Where she's like she's dealing with it. It still feels like yesterday. And so my heart goes out to her because I mean losing a parent is a lot. Is a lot, and I haven't experienced it, but losing anyone is a lot. And so your parent, obviously, my heart goes out to her. And so Sierra mentions Rennie Rucci beefing with Amy about the event, and Rennie kind of fills her in on what happened at the little event. They had, was it 2 episodes ago, right? I think it was.
The empowerment thing.
Yeah, and Rennie, she explains it well. She tells her that they kind of got to a point to where they're like, okay, we see each other. She says that Amy came at her crazy and was saying she was basically having sex with all of Atlanta, which I don't think she really said that. In the comments, she kind of was saying, you know, using an analogy or in a way to say that if somebody say you did this, then I don't think she was calling her a whore, but that's what Rennie said. But Sierra wants her and Erica Banks to have a conversation. Rennie doesn't know what the issue is, and but she feels like that she thinks Amy and Erica may be working together to come at her because they are suddenly friends. If only she knew, they actually probably know
They not.
well. And so, what are y'all thoughts on this scene with Rennie and Sierra? We kind of get, I mean, obviously we know about her outside of the show, but we're learning more about her in this episode in this season. I'll start with you, Love Jones.
Ooh, this scene caught me off guard. I have lost my mom, so this scene was way too relatable. I completely felt her through and through. It made me kind of close to her now. She was the Cynthia to me, and I could care less about her, but now it kind of just drew me in. So throughout the whole episode, it's a little different. But I thought it was nice. It was vulnerable. Real moments like this are refreshing to see and relatable, obviously. And again, it did confuse me for a little bit. I was like, oh, they're friends like that. But now, thank you so much. Yeah. Everybody in the comments totally makes sense now. So that takes back a lot of my commentary on that because I was a little confused too. Totally makes sense. So all in all, I thought it was a nice scene. I am a little confused a little bit as far as why you want Erica Banks to be friends with her so bad. Like, isn't Erica Banks kind of new to the crew? So that I mean, I get it, but that energy, I'm like, why? So I don't know. That's what I got. It was cute. It was nice.
Great.
First of all, Love, I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't know that. My condolences to you and your family, of course. I don't know what it feels like to lose a parent, but I do know that everyone grieves differently. And it kind of is coming across as Rennie is grieving. I feel like at this point, because there's different stages of grief, I feel like right now she's like angry. And she just has like a lot of anger within her so for last season, what I do recall with her relationship with her mom was she had like a bad relationship with her mom. They didn't really, or they had a lot of problems. Let me say that. They had a lot of issues that they had to work through. And then her mom passed. So I feel like she probably has a guilty conscience about like some of the situations or how she like spoke to her mom or something like that. So I feel for her. She definitely seems more relatable now that she exposed that little bit of information with us. Because before she did kind of seem, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling her, honestly. She didn't seem relatable, but since she's showing a different side of her, I'm definitely giving her a different look now.
Okay. It was something that you said, Lil Jones, I was going to comment on, but I can't remember what it was that fast. My condolences to you too as well about your mom.
Thank you, guys.
But it'll probably come to me later. Okay, so then we get a scene with Erica, Jixon, and Scrappy. And so, Erica kind of fills Scrappy in on what happened last week. I'm sure you probably already knew, but fills her in on what happened. And he feels like, he don't know. He said that the whole custody bad mom abuse thing is old, and that he don't understand why Bambi would even be talking about that. It's none of her business, and she shouldn't have said anything. And I'm just like, okay, once y'all were married, so we see why she said something. I mean, I don't know. I get it as I think if anything, he is probably the most responsible for that. I mean, obviously Bambi is responsible for her own actions if she did have a part in it because she's now using it now. But he is the true cause of it and should take the accountability for that, in my opinion. But Erica's not really. Erica's kind of looking past that. I don't know why she's looking past that, as if it all came from her, but really it came from him.
From him.
It came from him. And she was just his wife at that time, and they were good, and they were, doing what they do to come at Erica. It's just crazy. But Erica's still in a good place right now, so we're not gonna hold it to her right now. And so they talk he talked kind of why him and Bambi broke up and why they're getting divorced. It just says that basically, although all his relationships have ended via cheating, this one was not necessarily about cheating. There were other factors. And so, that was what was going on. But then Erica asks Scrappy about, did he see Imani's IG post? And Imani's IG post basically saying, that lady ain't that, what she said, that lady ain't what did she say? What was the exact word she said to her about that lady?
Which one? I'm trying to think.
I think she said something like, "Stop asking me about that lady."
That's what it was.
Oh,
you never see me around that lady. You never see me around that woman or that girl. Stop asking me about that lady.
Right. So she says that in the IG post, and Scrappy says, "Well, there was a time where she made another post or another video and said that man, I guess, in defense of her mother." So at this point, Imani, like we said last week, is just being a child. and playing both sides, because kids will do that. They have a mommy, they have a daddy, and they do that. And unfortunately, seeing this and him basically saying she's done it to him before, she's gonna go with wherever she wants to be. If she want to be around her mother, then she gonna go with her father. If she with her mother, she gonna go. It's just like at this point, Imani, she's a child. I think she's 18 now, right? Right.
At this point, has to be.
She went 18 at one point, but yeah.
Mm.
So any thoughts on this? Whether it be the sit down aftermath, how Scrappy explained him and Bambi's demise, and Imani's IG posts as far as Scrappy's response. I'll start with you, Dream.
I don't feel like Bambi should have brought that up or used it in the way that she used it, because I just feel like Scrappy and Bambi are going through a divorce. Technically, Bambi, you are no longer that girl's stepmom. Like, whenever Scrappy gets another woman, and if he decides to be with her forever, however long, like, technically, like, she's not really anything to Imani. Now, to Scrappy's other children, like, that's Bambi's parent. But when Scrappy and Bambi get divorced, who is Bambi to Imani? I know that sounds kind of crazy or, like, harsh, but that's the way I see it. Like, so I don't feel like I feel like Scrappy was in the right in saying, like, Bambi shouldn't have did that. It wasn't Bambi's place. To me, like, if someone was going to throw it up in Erica's face, it should have been Scrappy rather than Bambi, because Scrappy's the actual parent. It gets sticky whenever there are other people who aren't the biological parent start putting their input on things about children who aren't theirs, especially whenever they're talking about something that happened to Imani when she was a minor. Yeah. I just feel like there's so many different, like, nuances to the situation. But I'm glad that Scrappy admitted that he cheated. Like, he understands, like, he did wrong. At first he was going to say, no, he didn't cheat. Erica kind of had to clock him, like, are you sure? Because ain't that what you did with me? So I'm pretty happy that he admitted that. Other than that, I just feel like, I kind of do feel like, who is that lady? Like, you're not my stepmom anymore. You're getting divorced. So who are you? You're my sister's parents or my brother's parents, whatever they have.
Yeah. I didn't see anything wrong with that lady. I mean, you know, whatever. that lady over there.
That lady over there. Scrappy is trash, but I really don't have a horse in this race. This is the thing. If we're at war, there's no rules. If Bambi's beefing with Erica and I could throw out something that could hurt you and there's proof, and I'm clearing up something that you're trying to allege against me, oh, bitch, it's coming out. It's coming out hot, like dominoes, like Uno. I'm throwing a spade down. Absolutely. So I don't see anything wrong with the way Bambi moved in that aspect. Erica, I think she's still in love with Scrappy. I've seen enough to know that, to feel that, to see right through that. At this point, it seems like it's more than just, I'm going to move past and do what I can just to hurt her. You care about that man still, more than just a co-parent, literally. So now that makes me look at the way she does things a little different. And also, there's a lot she hasn't gotten over. So that scene was a little interesting. Imani, I'm with Tez on this one. Kids got to stay in kids' places. It gets messy. You just became an adult. If she is 18, we don't know. Sometimes people go to college at 17. This was filmed within the last 6 months, I want to say, because I remember on Shade Room all the things that were happening with the beef. So I feel like it like amplifies things, because she's like a whole nother party involved, where instead of it just being everything for the child, now she's also being considered as an adult too. So she needs to be heard out in a different way. Now it's not just let's co-parent and do things that's best for the child. Now it's like, oh, you got an opinion because you're an adult. So don't talk to my daughter like that. Well, she's grown. She can say whatever she wants to say. Do you see what I'm saying? It gets messier. It's already messy, but it's messier with her in it. That's kind of what the scene was up to me.
Do you feel like there should be certain, like, respect levels between step parents and the kid, regardless of however old the kid is?
It depends on how old you are.
What's the age limit for you?
If my stepmom said something crazy to me, I'm cussing her out today, and I'm 36.
Right.
But if I was 14, I'd watch my mouth. So it depends.
I feel like I hold the step parent to a higher standard in the sense of the way that they respond. I feel like they should respond.
Oh, you're saying the step parent respond to the... Well, that's what I'm saying. It's tricky because of where she's at with her age. Is she 18? Is she not? Because the way the way Dixon like talks, it's like she could do what she wants. She's grown. She has her own opinion. She has her own... So she's pushing off like she can do what she wants. She's grown. So if that's the case, okay, if you grown then you can get this grown mouth if you in grown people's business. So that's why it's like 50-50 with Bambi. So, but at 17 and as a minor, it's a little different.
This comment here just made me think about something from Sean. It says, Erica says Imani. How do you spell this child name? Do we not spell a name? Is it Imani, Imani, Iman? Somebody find the correct spelling.
Is it Imani?
I don't know. I thought it was Imani or whatever. I don't know. But she says Imani gets smart with her. She popped her in the arm and left the proof. So yes, Erica did make a mention that she what I think it really was that she got smart and she got popped. Now, she got popped, which I mean she should have got popped because I mean she's black and Erica don't play. It's like any other black mother don't play. So Imani is just a kid. I think maybe she didn't like when that happened. And like somebody said, there was nothing found in the investigation. She was not abused. Did she get a whooping? Probably. Yeah. Did she get popped? Yeah. But
so she got reprimanded.
That's the whole thing. Is I don't understand why they still care because nothing was found. Like this is old.
Right. So if the mom spanked the kid, popped the kid, shoot, at this point slapping teenagers because that's what some people do. Shouldn't that be up to Scrappy to say something instead of Bambi? That's where I'm sticky at.
I think at that time it was Scrappy. I think Scrappy was the ringleader in that, and Bambi just happened to be his wife.
The wife in this, like a play. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking Bambi
and that's the evidence that Bambi was trying to get across. Like it's him. Like you should be mad at him. He's the one who did the police. Like it was a custody situation. You can't
say that if she's trying to use it now. She can't say it's him if she's because now it's her. Now she's trying to.
I'm gonna use it if we're at war. If there's something negative in the police report about you, boo boo. I'm slinging it. If we're at war, absolutely. That was just a spade that she pulled out.
Yeah. Robo's Adventure says I don't think Bambi would have brought it up if Erica didn't say Bambi was neglecting Imani. You know what? I want to believe that, but last week, like we said last week, it's like she had it ready. It's like she had it sitting on ready to use that, just like she had the footage. She said, the fact that she can pinpoint, like we said last week, a specific area in your all-day surveillance and say, I have a clip of your daughter coming in my house while she looked for that. It's like she was sitting on ready. She knew that this would be a thing. So I don't know.
I wouldn't want Bambi as my stepmother.
Sharpshooter, pow pow
pow. Yeah, she said everyone was okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't know why Erica is, and I'll move on past this. I don't know why Erica is just kind of, I guess I don't want to say she letting Scrappy slide, but a lot of this really should be going in. I know they have moved on, but if you're still talking about this, and this is an issue, and this is a trigger for you, you need to put some of that madness into the person that actually started it, because Bambi's using it, but Scrappy was the person that started all this. I don't think Bambi filed the police report when it happened.
Thank you.
Scrappy did it because Erica even said that he was trying to take custody.
It's a custody war, and then when the daughter sided with Scrappy, she said something foul about her mama. Erica feels betrayed by her daughter and him, so it's a bad situation for Dixon, which is why Bambi was like, dun, 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 boomerang. I got something for you.
Scrappy. I'll say this: Scrappy got these women looking crazy. Both of them. Both of them.
Couldn't be me. Not me, girl.
All right, let's move on. So we get a scene with Jessica White. She's going into surgery for her fibroids, and it just shows her, before the morphine and stuff kicks in, and she talks about her being scared and that she, knows the risk that, after this procedure, she may not be able to produce kids. Nothing else really happened here because she actually ended up going back, and she had her sister there with her. Any thoughts on this scene from either of you guys?
Yeah, I was trying to think if I could put something up my sister's butt. So I was like imagining the situation I would have to be in, and then I would have to think about which sister. And then I would have to think about how they're shaped and which one's butt smaller. There was a lot that went through my mind personally.
You thought about all that in this
I
scene?
thought about all that. I was like, if I had to, who would it be? Who would it be? All that went through my mind. The scene was sweet. I'm a sisterhood myself, so I love sister scenes.
Okay. Did you pinpoint which sister could do it?
Oh yeah, I thought about it. Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to bring it full circle, like, did you?
Right. And she knows, you know who you are, girl. She watching.
Dream.
I have no comment about Jessica Rabbit, but I'm happy that she's getting her surgery done.
Yeah. It's a surgical summer. My goodness, there's a lot of bodies on the table this season.
Baby, the Real Housewives of Love Hip Hop Surgery. All right, so now this scene had a lot. Now this scene had a lot going on. It actually got the end of it kind of gagged me a lot. So Bambi has a little girls' night with her, Sierra and Erica Mena. And they start off by talking about the kids. And from the kids, they go into Safari gifting Amara La Negra kids Rolexes, right? You know, he was dating her, messing off with her, whatever. I don't really know the status of what's going because I'm not watching Love Hip Hop Miami right now. It is on, but he's also on that show. I think he's primarily on that show more than he is on. But at this point, he's been on every Love Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Right?
So he has 2 seasons filming at once right now. He's on 2 shows at the same time, simultaneously.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so
it probably was a little break, maybe a little break. Because
interesting.
Yeah, they filmed this in the spring. And I think they may have started filming because they move fast with Love Hip Hop production. Like,
it's close in time with filming as far as
like usually, like I said, what happens is now that we're midway through, they probably have just stopped filming like for the entire season. Because they had Scrappy's divorce party, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be part. They just happened a couple weeks ago, remember? And that's
you're right, and everybody was there.
These seasons are long, child. They'd be long as hell.
I think Miami started filming before because the situation
before Atlanta
played off. Yeah.
I'm not sure of the timeline, but they found this out. Erica Mena does not like it. She says that she doesn't understand why he's doing that because he doesn't do that for her kids. He don't do anything for the kids and barely remembers their birthday. And so she then talks about a time where he called her, breaking down, saying that he wanted to get her back. He was going to do everything in his power to get her back. They ask her, well, she shows a video. They ask her, did she have sex? She says no, but he did eat her out while she was on her period. And I was like, okay. And she says that he just could not resist because she just got that good. This is her words, not mine. And so then Erica Mena starts to talk about some tea. Now, before I get to the tea, I want to get y'all thoughts on this first part first, the Rolex piece first, and then we're going because I want to break this up. Love Jones, thoughts on the Rolex for the other kids and how he does not do anything for Erica, and then the secret rendezvous that they had where he had a munch. That's what he said, y'all. They bleeped it out.
I'm trying to think of a name for it. I can't even think of it.
Yeah,
there's a name.
They bleeped it out because it was crude and inhumane.
I can read lips really well, and I know exactly what she said.
I know about all the kinks. I know about the furries. I get it. Y'all like to do. I get it. But the vampire tease, no. I don't do the vampire tease, sir. Okay, back to the Rolexes. That scene, it had me cackling. Someone said, what he got? Those big ass watches for those little wrists. I think Sierra said that. I was like, they were big though. They were really big. Like they went from the baby's wrist to the photographer taking pictures to the watch back in the box. They're one. I don't even know if they were one when he bought them. But Safari's trash. You know what? Safari actually is a prime example of a man trapping a woman just for children. It's so clear as day to the point where it's just children. He just wanted children and storyline. Be on reality TV, have marriage, got married for the storyline. There's literally nothing. Safari does what he wants, and he clearly only wants to serve himself. Family doesn't matter, marriage doesn't matter, commitment doesn't matter. So it's so clear, Erica, and that's what baffles me about having more than one child by him, because all this was happening, I want to say, even she said right after the marriage things started to get rocky. But I want to say he made it clear that he wasn't really into the kids like that. But then he said, I'd have kids for you, all that other nonsense. But Safari's the worst. Their relationship status is storyline. That's all I got. It's so ridiculous at this point. But it's disrespectful. It couldn't be me. There's no way the father of my children is going to embarrass me like this on national television. It's either him or me. We both can't be on the show. Him or me. Because he's about to act crazy. It's not going to happen. And the vampire tease, that's all I got. I'm just now coming back to life after you reminding me about it. And that's all I got.
I gagged when she said that. I was like, really? Like, it's Erica knows what she's doing. She's saying that to put him in a certain light. That's definitely something that she could have kept to herself. But as far as Safari buying the 2 babies, the watches, I feel like Safari is one of those guys that likes to chase. But once he has the girl, like, oh, that's it. Like, I'm not interested anymore. Like, where's the next one? Like, I feel like he likes the thrill out of it. Because with Erica, like, he was doing the most to try to get Erica Mena. And he was pulling out, like, I feel like he was pulling out all the tricks up his sleeve. Not the Rolexes, obviously, and he got her. And after he got her, it completely switched. Like, he don't want her no more. So I feel like him doing this to Mara La Negra.
Amara,
right? That's her name?
Her says it's like so good. I gotta take lessons.
He's using the kids.
I may have said it wrong. I don't know. I know it's.
No, you said it perfectly. I was like, oh, you nailed that.
Yes, I had an A in school.
Dang, I could tell. I was like, let me write down some notes.
I feel like he's just using the Rolexes to get Mata. It's nothing to do with her children or him liking her children or anything to do with the children. I feel like he's just using that so she can be like, oh my God, he really cares about my kids. Let me give him the coochie.
Oh, cool.
All right, so the second part of this whole thing is basically Sierra informs to Bambi that Safari had reached out to her saying that he wanted to be in a relationship with her. And the first thing that Bambi was like before she found out was like, did y'all take me out the group chat? I was like, I know that's right. That's the real question. Y'all talk about something about me? That's what I want to know. Y'all took me out the group chat? Or whatever.
You went to what was important.
And, Sierra talks about, how it was a struggle for her to tell Erica because she just, was going through divorce and didn't want all that. And then, Bambi kind of goes on a tangent about Scrappy and the whole that lady thing and how she said, well, since she was called that lady, she was saying that she made a post that was like, it's giving that lady. And people responded. Specifically, one post took me out, and I think it's giving horse. I was hollering. I think it was Diamond. I think Diamond said it's giving horse.
She did.
I fell out. Everybody, because I love Bambi sometimes, but her teeth are just so big. These veneers that people are getting, they just getting so large, and she's the example of they too big, y'all. Too big. Yeah. And so
they're too big.
They're too big. And so after that, apparently later on that night, she made a post about that lady, and Erica Dixon responded by saying it's giving something, but basically you were in the hot tub with Benzino. And so Bambi took it upon herself to reply to post the picture of the police report or whatever, from when they were accused of child abuse. And she was like, well, y'all coming for me and I'm coming for you. So we see clips of Erica, Imani, and Mama D talking about how dare she and that was low and it shows her character. And it got really ugly. Any thoughts about any of this? Safari allegedly hitting up Sierra about being with her. if that's even true, and the whole exchange about that lady, that horse, and everything else that happened with Benzino with the mentions. Dream.
As far as I feel like Erica Mena was being so dramatic. I'm like, girl, spit it out. What did she say? What happened? Y'all made it seem like y'all are talking about Bambi. Something happened to Bambi. I'm like, or behind Bambi's back.
That's what confused me. I had to watch it again. I was like, wait, you would think something happened to Bambi.
Right.
What?
He's like, what's going on? Like, tell me. They're Erica Mena, you're so dramatic, but we've been established that, right? But as far as Sierra, I'm sorry. That would make me feel some type of way. If I had a friend who my ex or they're already divorced. My ex-husband is trying to hit on you and telling you, like, you've been to my house, and apparently he's been recording you. Y'all been communicating in whatever form y'all been communicating in. And he's gonna tell you that he wants to be with you, and you're not gonna tell me until a month later. That's a problem. That's a problem to me. I'm sorry, a month later? You're supposed to pick up the phone right then and there and let me know what's going on. You're not supposed to wait a month later. So that's what got me to, when Sierra went in her confessional, she was like, I was venting to Safari about, whatever her husband's name is. And I'm like, girl, you're venting to this. No, all over it. Red flag. But that definitely will make me feel some type of way, because I don't feel like Sierra's her friend. That wouldn't be a friend to me. There's no way. Especially if you're going to be sitting in my face and like acting like you care about our relationship and my feelings and this and that. That's the least that you can do, is tell me. As far as Bambi and Erica Dixon going back and forth on social media and like the whole that lady post, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't feel like Bambi even a stepmother, because I don't feel like you would like kind of egg on the BS with something like that. Erica Dixon should have minded her business when it came to Bambi posting a caption in general, but I do feel like Erica basically called Bambi a hoe, and Bambi went straight to kind of sort of exposing her child situation, or Erica's child situation, because at that time she was a minor, and I think that's where I'm having the problem with. Like, something happened to this child when she was a minor, whether it was real abuse or projected abuse, whatever. It's not your job to put that on blast, because you're not only putting Erica Dixon on blast, you're also putting this child situation on blast, which can cause, I know it's a reach to some people, but stuff like that, you can cause trauma, because what if she really was getting abused and now you're the one to throw it out there to everybody? Like, let her tell her story if she really was being abused. Mm-hmm. I feel like if someone's calling you a hoe, you need to fight on equal grounds or something related to that. I'm going to call you a hoe and then you start talking about my kid, or like what? I understand she threw that out there to try to make her seem like a bad mother, but I just feel like in the midst of that, she also added potential embarrassment, trauma to her stepchild.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, well, I don't agree, but I don't agree with the last part in terms of that, because I mean, she just reacted. She just was like, "You gonna try to hit me where it hurt? I'm hit you where it hurt." Unfortunately, it's a stake of a kid, but she don't have anything else on Erica, so it's just like one thing she kind of has,
I know, that's why it was lame to me. It's like, girl, you couldn't say anything else. So that's what you went to, like.
Yup. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
They found nothing in that whole investigation. So it's like, honestly, this whole thing is like, we're hearing about it, but nothing came of it. Sorry, like, girl. Unfortunately, you losing here, girl. You losing. She's fighting for her life, and she finally divorced. So it's getting crazy. Dream, did you have any thoughts on either these parts in the scene? Not Dream. It's not Love Jones. Sorry.
Oh no.
My bad.
No, I completely agree with you, Dream Team. The Sierra's timeline of telling her that, my eyebrow raised. I said, wait a minute. I was with you up until the timeline. I said, and she said, I didn't tell you till 30 business days because you were going through a lot and I didn't want to add onto your plate. Girl, if my man is trying to make you his woman, you tell me immediately. Not 30 business days, immediately. Like now. So that was like, I scratch. It was like record scratch. So I feel you on that 100%. It was really bizarre, really bizarre. And the last part with y'all already know where I'm at. Look, you cannot go to war with me and dictate how mad you can make me. You don't get to have the rules over how low I can go because you didn't go that low. I go to hell if you mess with me.
I know that's right.
Okay,
That's why you can't go around messing with everybody. You can't go around messing with everybody because you don't know where people's level of low is.
Yeah. But
you just don't know.
The fact that they found nothing is just like she basically posted a piece of paper for what? I mean, yes, there was something at one point, but at this rate, we indeed know that you were in the hot tub with Benzino. We saw it. We did not forget Bambi.
Production with the replay.
Residuals.
The replay, because I remember, I think I asked at the beginning of the season, like, wasn't she in the hot tub?
You did.
I did.
You did. That was the first thing that you thought of. You said, wait a damn minute. You're like, and who was in it?
So, Bambi could win this argument in their situation. I just feel like she needs to go with a different route. Like, don't use that. Use something else.
Something on Erica.
Girl.
Yeah, because it's not hitting where it's supposed to hit.
Yeah. I would just kind of bow out and leave it alone.
Yeah, they got shared siblings. Everyone's gonna be there at Thanksgiving.
It did make them react because Mama D was like,
did they react?
You go so low. How would you? This makes you look crazy. And I'm just like, oh Lord, here y'all go.
Erica's hurting. Imande's hurting. Scrappy's hurting. Everybody's hurting.
I was like, Mama, they nobody damn hurt.
I don't know what is going on.
I just feel like it might have been embarrassing to put like her business on blast.
You said what?
It might have been embarrassing for the younger, for the 18-year-old Imani. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Forget the embarrassment for Erica Dixon and whoever the heck. Like,
but is she young or is she grown? Is she young or is she grown?
Still
and that's the conflict. But she's not talking like she's a child.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's why Ted says you got to stay in a child's place. You can't teeter the line because you're 17 and a half and then you want to be treated like a child and be coddled like a child, but then you want to talk big shit to that lady over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stay in a child's place.
Right. When I'm saying child, though, I'm saying it from an angle of like their baby, like not the minor child, not in that sense. Like, you're their parent. This is the child.
The parent.
I feel like that's where it gets.
They need to take a hold of it.
Y'all are the step parent. The step parent and the biological parents are arguing. Now the child is in it, not the minor. The child is in it, and it's like this is supposed to be up here, and this is separate. Like you're combining it all.
Keep it separate. I'm with you.
Right. That's why I'm like, keep it separate, Bambi. Like put something else out there about Erica. Like keeps going back to the child, which will keep me like. She's not hitting who she's supposed to hit specifically. She's hitting multiple. That's what I think. Maybe intentional too, right? But
okay. Let's move on past this. We got 2 more scenes to talk about real quick. The next one was a pool party. Scrappy, did he host it or somebody hosted it for him? I couldn't remember what it was.
It was given low budget.
Yeah, it was given 1990s tip drill.
Look, cross wooden fence in the back with a red Solo cup on the top that doesn't belong to nobody. I said,
It looked like it just a little musty in there to me, but that's just me. But anyway, so he's having a pool party, and the Safari's there, and he is addressed about giving the Rolex to the other kids. And so Safari's just like, listen, one thing he's going to understand is that I'm single. I can give a Rolex to whoever I want to. You can give one to me too, Safari. We know what the fine looks like. I'll take it. I don't want to be with you. I take it. And so Chaotic is still on his polygamy now versus polygamy because it was polyester. Polyester. Then now it's polygamy, and then all this is supposed to mean polygamy, right?
Oh my God.
He just basically says that. So Chaotic kind of walks up and hears Safari talking about it, and it was just like, you got Erica Min over here fighting for her life in the air and stuff like that, fighting for air. And Amara didn't even want to claim you in Jamaica. So you out here looking crazy. You know, he says that in the confessional. I wonder would that come up as an issue. I'm not sure. But Diamond appears. And Diamond looked. I haven't looked at Diamond in forever, but she
good.
Good.
Diamond looked it good coming in that
Is
pool
this the
party.
same Diamond from when I was in high school? Because I was in high school.
She didn't look like that at the BET Awards.
She was looking trash at the BET Awards. That's why I was like, "Oh, come on, clean up."
Well, she looked really good, and she walks up, you know, and everybody's like, "Oh, you know, Scrappy looking happy. Scrappy is finally happy." But basically, when she comes up, her and Scrappy talk, and they talk as if nothing happened. It's almost like he was like snitching to her about everything that's been happening, about Erica Mena coming for him, about Sierra, about what Bambi's been doing. And she, you know, she's just saying, like, listen, they both will be addressed. And that, you know, she also makes a mention about Benzino and says that that's Bambi's problem. She's insecure. And you know, he calls them the tight face squad. Thought that was kind of funny.
Hilarious.
So I want to say he was probably talking more about Sierra, because Erica Mena, if you've seen the picture of her not recently, like a couple months ago, she don't be looking that great. I think it's just makeup for her. She be looking like Safari took her on down through them.
Makeup and blackface.
Correct. But any thoughts on this scene about with Chaotic coming for Safari and Amara not claiming him, and Diamond making an appearance saying she's going to confront both of them? Love Jones.
Well, I'm with you, Tez. I thought that scene with Chaotic and the Chaotic's confessional and how he was just going so hard. I said, is that me or is that a little messy of a confessional? Like, he was kind of going hard against Safari a little bit. I wrote down, does he like Safari? It was an odd confessional for the men's dynamics because they ride for each other. Bad boys for life all throughout the season. No matter what they do, cheat on your wife, new baby, doesn't matter. So for him to be like, she was denying you and da-da-da. Well, what about now? I said, calm down, Chaotic. I honestly think that's the most upset he's been all season. Like, he was really upset about that. But outside of that, Diamond looks good. I'll start with the positive. Looks great. But what are you doing? Like, how did you go from, she's just insecure. Well, you know what? I'm going to sit and have a talk with her anyway, though, because da-da-da-da. And I'm up, for what? What is going on? You're supposed to be the emotional support ex-girlfriend, be his friend, be cool with him, but you want to sit and have a talk with the pending ex-wife for what? Show up to the little bootleg, low-budget pool party, show up to the divorce party, be the little behind-the-scenes thing. But to confront the pending ex-wife for that, Scrappy doesn't need that. So I don't understand what she was doing with that part. But yeah, I don't know. A little bit messy at the end. A little bit messy. Safari is wild. Wild. That's all I got.
Green?
Chaotic stays spilling the tea. I don't know how he's always the one to know everyone's business or why people vent to him, but they do, and he knows everything behind the scenes, apparently.
And the producers love it, too. They said, how long ago? He said, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that he said 2 weeks ago, Amara told him that they had been having sex before Jamaica.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spilling.
Yeah, I didn't watch the family reunion, so I don't know like how that situation went, but I just think that Chaotic was hilarious. I think that even though it was toxic for Safari and Chaotic to be saying like Scrappy's finally happy, I thought that was hilarious because he did look happy. To be honest, his face kind of like lit up. Dime looked beautiful. Like I just got to give it to her. She looked great. Honestly, her skin was glowing. Everything was up. She looked good.
Asia said she didn't look good. I thought she looked good.
What? I thought she looked good.
I didn't think she looked a mess.
Not at all. And I even feel like I don't know, maybe she practiced for the cameras or something because she was on the scene. Her presence was felt, in my opinion. As far as her saying that she's going to like confront whoever she's going to confront, I don't know if I was listening correctly. Didn't she say something about she was dating Scrappy at a time when someone else was messing with him? Did she say it was Bambi?
No, she said that when back when I think they were messing off or something like that, Bambi wanted to be her friend.
Oh,
And she said,
okay.
Bambi, she said, and so she, if any, basically, she said that basically she felt threatened, and that's basically what she said. She wanted to be her friend in the past when they were like a thing.
As far as her wanting to confront whoever she wants, Sierra and Bambi, I can see why, but then again, I don't see why. Like, because at the end of the day, they're basically saying, like, Scrappy, you had SEX with this girl, and they're saying her name. It's not like you cheated with somebody. No, they're saying her name. And if it's not true, I would feel some type of way if someone's walking around, especially like with a certain platform, saying that I did somebody that I didn't do. Like, why are y'all saying this? I probably would like kind of like have to have a conversation about that, whether I like them or not. It's just if something's not true, I don't want that type of false narrative going around.
Yeah, I see
This
what
one's
y'all.
true, allegedly.
I see what y'all saying now. They say she looks a mess because if she messing with Scrappy, okay.
Oh, of course. Oh, I mean, hey, Scrappy's trash.
Okay, yeah. They all look a mess. I agree in that case. Yeah. Mhm. And Shawnette says she thinks that Chaotic was crushing on Amara. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the reading, but it did seem like there was some.
Oh, that's the energy.
Yeah,
It
it
makes
does seem
sense.
a little. It did
He was
seem.
a hater. Got it. That was something.
I think
was
that's
like,
when he
what
had his
is
dread
this?
still. So I don't think nobody was trying to.
Got you. I felt something. He answered that producer way too aggressively. He said 2 weeks ago. I said, what is going on in this confessional?
He was very abrupt with it.
It's a lot of energy. I swear, Dream.
I lived.
And Diamond all look a mess, don't they? In that case, mess with
They
Scrappy,
do.
they do. And the next person that mess with them gonna look a mess too.
Asia ain't never lied. She ain't never lied.
All right, so we kind of already talked about Jessica White's surgery. She has post surgery, and this is where she does reveal that she has a sister support who gives her the suppository in her butt, and she has great support. She has about 6 months to get pregnant, and so she has to get on the road. So the final scene is actually was Rennie, Rucci, and Erica Banks meeting up. We didn't see Erica Banks at all this episode outside of this. So this is the first time we've seen her at the end. And they meet to kind of talk about their issue. Rennie says that she doesn't really know. She kind of takes offense to Erica Banks saying that she has an issue with her. And it's kind of funny because we don't. Nobody likes to have that blame put on. Nobody likes to be the person that has the issue. So this is her way.
God, yeah.
I don't have an issue. You got an issue, or like why? And so they kind of go back and forth. We find out that Erica Banks unfollowed Rennie Rucci, and Rennie Rucci says that Banks. I say Banks is a name. Banks basically there was a guy that Erica says was her ex-boyfriend, right? That she thought that she was talking to while they were together. And apparently the night that she met was the night that Rennie stopped talking to him, and she clears it up. And so Rennie was just like, why couldn't you just DM me about this? Why have this long-term beef about this issue? I didn't know it was an issue, but if there was an issue, why not let me know? And what I can say about Rennie Rucci is that in every time she's been confronted, she does make it seem like that she's open to communication about certain things. I don't know if that's true because everybody says the opposite, and everybody can't be lying. I'm just gonna say that. Now, what she puts out is that she puts out, yeah, girl, come talk to me. I'm always open to talk. But what they saying is she's like, yeah, no, rowdy.
Exactly.
But that's what they saying. So in this moment, she says the same thing. And so we find out that Erica Banks had history with Rennie Rucci's fiance in the past before they worked together, and she's just like, well, if you had an issue with me talking to your boyfriend, whatever time, why not let me know about that? And she was just like, why would I tell you that we had something when y'all were, when y'all are happy? Like, why is it? Why would that be a thing? And so they kind of go back and forth, and she just basically, Rennie's just like, you know what, you don't matter to me. She was just like, Erica Banks said, do you know what I give a fuck about? She was like, what is it? Not you. I'm sorry, that took me out. I laughed because I was like, I'm thinking like, oh, what is it? And it was not you.
She said everything but you. I said, oh my.
Eating her fry and all.
I fell out my chair.
That was quick. That was quick.
So basically from this moment, she tells her she needs therapy and that, you know, she needs someone to talk to. Yeah, like your mental. And she's just like, you know, you're in denial. You need a cup of wine. And Rennie Rucci throws the wine at her. We don't see the fight, but it looks like there was a tussle because Rennie immediately got up, and it looks like she might have pushed. Well, I don't know about swinging. She might have pushed Erica Banks back in the chair. That's what it looks like.
Oh, so she went up like push?
I don't know if it was a push or it was a tussle and like, yeah, you know, like, yeah.
Not yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was it looked like it was about to be a punch, but security like held Erica.
It looked like it was a punch, but she definitely got pushed back in that chair.
Yeah.
Because the table was far away. I was peeping the distance. I always peep the distance of the tables whenever I know there's a fight scene. I'm like, how close are y'all? Yeah. Their table was like beer pong size. I was like, all right, you know what? Yeah. Then yeah, it's just gonna be a drink toss.
But from this moment, you know, Rennie leaves. Erica is distraught. She was like, really call so and so, and she's trying to get herself together because baby, that champagne had to be fresh and crisp because it looked like milk. We thought
it was brute, extra dry.
It was extra dry, and it was the champagne they have at the bottomless. Okay, it was the cheap
for
stuff.
Sure,
and that's why it was burning the hell out of Erica Banks' eyes and those baby hairs, because she was in disheveled. So as she, you know, as Rennie leaves out, she calls Sierra. Sierra is just gagging at the fact that, you know, this happened and she wants her to apologize. Rennie says she's not doing that. She don't know why anybody will come for her, you know, knowing what she went, you know, what she's going through with her mother. And Erica makes this comment that I have to respond to. She was just like that Rennie needs to go be a part of the WWE if it's still in business. Erica, the WWE is doing just fine. Okay. Stop it. She said,
I don't watch wrestling.
I don't watch it.
Oh, like girl, they flourishing. They ain't going nowhere.
I didn't know if they got bought out.
By who?
You're talking about the WWF. They got bought out because WWF years ago they had to change it to the WWE, but it's WWF.
I mean, yeah, but the wrestling league is still there.
Yeah, so her being like, if they even still in business, child.
Okay, but any thoughts on this whole exchange? Because they didn't really get anything resolved, and it, you know, really felt like she was being a hypocrite to her by saying like she didn't, you know, basically she didn't give her the same respect that she felt like she gave her, and she was like, I was actually with this person, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was my fiance, but you know, to Erica's, what she's saying is that I don't owe you that. We're not friends like that. Like I don't care for you like that. So why would I give you that information? And y'all were happy. Love Jones, thoughts.
After they showed that flashback of them having that DM exchange of them wanting a kitty click, I said, okay, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. This energy is a little different. Mm-hmm. So is there some type of underlining aggression? Like, so their interaction, once they did that flashback, I was like, I'm gonna have to just watch the way things are moving now. Now, I'm not saying they did, but she said they were in each other's DMs talking about, you a munch, I'm a munch too. I was like, oh, well, hey, if you don't talk about it, that's a lot of talking about it. So who knows if they were about it? But I feel like there might be a little bit of sexual aggression underneath that. Who knows? But I think it's layered on there. If I was a castmate, I would probably, anytime Banks would want to step to me or even look at me the wrong way, I would punk her every time. She is not a fighter. I would be windmilling, blinded with the producers getting hit, I'm windmilling. That close of a splash with that much going on, she sat there, she was calm, she was wiping her eyes. Who? What? Oh my God. I'm gonna snap, I'm windmilling. The producer's getting hit, I'm like Nene in the closet. Snatch, it's over for everybody. I'm trying to get to her. Then in the parking lot, you had a beeline to her at the car. I'm gonna hit that 100-yard dash and I'm tackling you. So I'm like, okay, this is the thing. She was way too calm. That was probably the calmest drink throw I've seen, where she still sat in her seat and was just like, wow. I even think Jennifer Lewis was more upset than that when Eric hit her with a drink. It was just, I'm just done with Banks. The way her and Rennie, I agree, Tez, she really does seem like pretty unproblematic. It seems like all of her issues in the seasons is people trying to come to her with some stuff that's not even current.
Yeah.
It's old beef
It's
that's
not really
coming back.
It's my Rennie.
Yeah, Rennie,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. It's like old beef that's coming back. Like, well, you worked on my song 3 years ago. It's like, wait, what? And then here comes Banks like, when I was with Finesse and he was in jail. I'm like, where's the issues with her now? What did she do to y'all now? So she seems like she's really going through unproblematic. So that might be why they're trying to just come at her. Or it could just be the tactics of the new girls wanting to beef with the new girls. Who knows? But Banks is a punk. I'm windmilling. I'm getting her. If I couldn't get her across the table, I'm getting her in that parking lot. So I'm like, yeah, you're done. You're scary. I'm cool off her. And I was cackling up in the confessional when Rennie was just like, I guess her baby hairs got too close to her eyes or something like that. I said, finally, someone say something about the baby hairs. Finally. But that's what I got.
Although I didn't agree with her, the way that she handled, or like, although I wouldn't agree with her stance in the situation, I loved Rennie's energy. Like, she was kind of like ready. I feel like she's at a point of her life where she just has a lot of anger in her, and I feel like she's probably ready to let it out. So that's probably why she's like, I'm not letting anyone talk to me crazy, anyone say this, anyone say that, so she can like let it out. Because I feel like if her and Sierra, Erica Banks, let me start back. They were messaging each other about messing around, possibly doing whatever, right? I just sometimes feel like girls be talking. Like, there are people who, like, girls who are just like, who just talk, like, who just say stuff just to say stuff, and they don't really mean anything behind it. Not to say that they didn't really want to do what they wanted to do. They probably did. Who knows? But to me, it's like, unless they actually did something, they're talking about it. Who knows? Who knows? But if Erica Banks and Rennie aren't friends, why would Erica need to tell her that she slept with this man before? I wouldn't feel the need to owe you that. If we're not friends, we're not speaking, like, I unfollowed you or blocked you a long time ago, whichever one she did. Why would she need to do that? Especially if you're not friends and you see that they're fiancés, they're going on with their life, like looking happy. Why would you need to mention anything like that? Now, if Erica wanted to be around Rennie and started being in her face, then yeah, she probably should share that. But if not, then I don't feel like she owes her anything. However, that drink, that was a good drink toss.
Mm-hmm.
It did not miss her face at all.
Mm-mm.
And whoever did Erica Banks' makeup, they did it well, because after the drink toss, her face looked good still. It was her hair that was messed up. So in my head, I'm like, oh, maybe she didn't try to fight because her wig wasn't secure. She would really be out there looking crazy.
Windmilling. Immediately windmilling.
That's what
instantaneously.
But I did like, I'm here for the villain. So I was here for the drink toss in general. Like, someone needed to do something. There's too much energy right there. But I do hope that Rennie does. Not saying that Erica Banks was right about her comment about like you needing therapy, you need help. I'm not saying that per se, but it does seem like Rennie has a lot of things going on, and I hope she has someone that she can go to talk to that's more of a professional rather than Sierra, because Sierra ain't gonna help you with nothing because she can't help her damn self. I did like that Sierra said she needs to apologize though.
Yeah, no, Sierra's the wrong person to be giving advice, because she, didn't like what she did, but what about what you've been doing to people and Scrappy and stuff like that? Like,
not one apology,
running up on the man, stuff like that. That's no different. You didn't throw a drink, but you were just as aggressive in a time where you could have been talking to him and actually trying to get an understanding about what the hell was going on, but you didn't. So, right message, wrong messenger. I will say in this scene, you had to know something was gonna pop off when Rennie looked at her and said, "Huh?" She said, "Huh?"
Oh yeah, the double.
I knew when Rennie pulled up with the gym shoes. I said, "Oh."
Yeah, I think she was just fed up.
She tried to come in nice though. She's like, "Hey girl, what'd you order?" She's like, "We're not gonna do all that." I was like, "See," and that's where it started.
See, what I don't understand about this whole thing is when it comes to Rennie, I lost my thought. My thought didn't went away, Chad. It just went away.
It was about the fight.
Well, I was thinking
Banks' energy.
it was related to Amy. Oh no. Okay, yeah. My thing is I noticed that these girls, specifically Amy and what's her name? And Erica, they look at Rennie like she is like beneath them, right? Because she made a comment and she was just like, Rennie was like, don't flatter yourself like that, girl. Like, I don't know why these women, specifically Amy and Erica, feel like, they just have a one up over Rennie, but y'all on the same playing field. I mean, we don't know either. We really don't know either. None of y'all, to be honest. Erica,
I
you had
can't say that.
huh?
I know who Erica Banks is before.
I know.
Okay, all right, that's true.
I know
She got
Erica
a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
No. We're not gonna
Sprinkle.
give her. No, because she has that one little busted, and baby, that's a challenge.
But what does Rennie have? At least she can throw
too.
that out there. She has what?
She has songs as well. She didn't go viral on TikTok, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, they try to sun her in a way to where it's like they have more, and they're all on the same platform. They don't have.
They definitely do.
She has. And Rennie's been making music for a while. Like, I don't know her, but I have a lot of her songs on my playlist. I don't have no Amy's, and I have one of Erica's. So
that is true, and I've heard of her well before the other two. That is true, Tez.
I also feel like when people start doing that, when they try to sun people, that's whenever their karma happens, and the other person's gonna become the bigger artist. So she shouldn't have said that either. I agree.
They're both on the same show in the same studio, the Love Hip Hop Atlanta studio, making a song, trying to make a comeback. So stop acting like this girl, because I'm pretty sure she ain't writing her music. She ain't do like that. Is just too much. I'm happy for Erica. I don't necessarily agree with the drink throw, but I guess in that moment, as a person who has thrown a drink before, sometimes you just feel so disrespected that you have to do something. And
you got to get something.
You gotta do something. I don't know. I've been there. I'm saying I've been there.
You gave Erica more energy than Amy, and Amy's the one who actually wanted to fight.
Well, I think that's true.
That is true. Now that isn't because she was very calm. She caught her in a bad space, though.
But I guess she's saying that Erica used her whole mother thing. I don't really think Erica was coming and making a dig at her mother. I don't think.
Oh, with the therapy thing triggered her. That's what made her throw the drink. But I don't think Erica was coming from that place though about her mother.
The truth is, she does need therapy. That's the reality of it all. She does. So I don't think Erica really said anything wrong. It just hit in the wrong time. But she does need therapy because
the truth hurts.
I'm just saying.
But why that drink got down.
Both them, they both did a good job in this scene. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, the comment with Erica was just like, yeah, we just said, you know what I care about? What is it? We just say not you. What you
she's just like, well, what the fuck do you care about? Everything but you.
Everything but you. That took me out. I thought that was a good line from Erica Banks. But Erica Banks needs to probably shut up because she's not a fighter, clearly. She is
You need to dress for the occasion. If you're meeting someone who don't like you, you need to dress for the occasion. Why are you wearing that little mini dress, girl? You can't fight in that.
No,
and at least if you know security's there, at least try and run after her. You know you're gonna get snatched by security. At least do the run, do the dash, do the dash.
Because Love Hip Hop Atlanta, baby, you knew what you were signing up for. There is no way you should have allowed Rennie to get away without pinching the heifer, or at least you go to the parking lot, baby. You got to charge. You got to do something. I'm just saying.
I'm hitting the 40-yard dash on her so quick. She was no more than 4 cars away. She was no more than 4 cars away.
She didn't even yell at her in the parking lot. She just walked to the car.
It should have been up.
And you over there?
Look, it was way too calm. Calmest drink throw I've ever seen in history. Windmilling, everyone, producers snatching. I'm knocking over tables. Everything's getting done. I got bubbly in my eyes. I can't see. It hurts. I'm swinging.
The lean does not condone violence. However, we don't condone you sitting there getting your ass beat either. So
we do condone self-defense.
Protect yourself. That's it. Dream said it best. All right. Well, listen, next week's episode, because this episode ended here. Next week's episode, it looks like Spice has a conversation with Safari, and Safari says he does pay child support, and Spice has an opinion. It looks like it gets back to Erica, and this may be the scene where they have their little issue because I think Erica like flipped the table or something. I don't know. But I like Spice, but I'm kind of disappointed just from what I'm seeing. But I have to see the whole thing play out. But it looks like she might be putting her nose in somebody else's business, knowing damn well she got a hernia.
Hernia. I got another hernia.
She probably need to sit some things out, but it looks like she ain't doing that. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. I put the link in the chat for a few callers. I didn't see anybody join. I'll add a link really quickly right here just to see if anyone else wants to try to join. This is where we will allow people to call in and give their thoughts and opinions. We know a lot of you guys are watching. This show is actually very successful. It's performing the best of all our shows, and which is crazy because this is our first time doing it. So obviously, y'all are tuned into the show and tuned into our show. So keep tuning in. But make sure you also tune in to our other shows. We have Real Housewives of Atlanta on Mondays, Real Housewives of New York on Tuesdays. This show's on Wednesdays. Thursdays, we have the Lunch and Lean hosted by Chase. And then Monday mornings, we have Bill Collect. Well, not mornings, morning gear. Monday, was it afternoon or evening? Afternoon? What is it? Afternoon, we have Bell Collective, which is also hosted by Chase. So make sure y'all check out our other shows as well, not just this one, because we have a lot of content. Salt Lake City's coming up. Potomac's coming up. Beverly Hills. There's so much I'm getting stressed thinking about it, but it's gonna be fun.
I'm always in the comments, guys. So let us know in the comments whose side would you be on. Would you be a Sierra and not tell your friend after a month that her ex is trying to hit on you, or would you let her know before? Let us know in the chat, and I'm gonna comment back.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous.
All right. Well, listen. Nobody wants to call in. That's totally fine. We'll go ahead and lean out. Again, thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Dream and Love Jones. Make sure y'all like this video and then make sure you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate all the support. It's been a really fun season. It looks like it's getting a lot better. So
it's picking up a little bit. Like
picking up. I'm actually very surprised for Love and Hip Hop. It's been a long time. Oh, wait, we got a caller. Now, how you gonna get in the queue while I'm about to go out of here? But I'll let you on in. What's going on, Sir Capricorn?
My bad. I was trying to load. How y'all doing?
We doing.
hello.
It's your first time calling in.
So I'm gonna touch on a few things real quick.
Okay.
So the whole Bambi and them situation. If you go back to last week when her and Erica were at the table, she said out of her mouth that Imani's not around when she's at the house, and Imani's there when she's on the phone. So if you only know Imani's there when you look on your phone, then how would Imani have told you that her mom was abusing her? She would have probably vented to her father out of frustration, and then her father might have related to you when he was mad at Erica. But Imani even said out of her mouth she doesn't talk to her. So, and I was like that too. When I didn't like my stepmom, I didn't talk to her. When I didn't like my stepdad, I didn't talk to him either. So that's my thing. Like, kids may say things out of frustration to their parents, and their parents may repeat it. So that's what I believe is actually what happened. That whole thing of her calling the people on Erica, I'm like, you don't mess people and their kids. So Erica has every right to be upset with her. And just like Imani has every right to be upset with her as well. Because if I don't talk to you, why would you repeat anything that I said to my father? The Safari buying the watches stuff for Amara's kids, he's a clown. Nicki Minaj already told us a long time ago that man was a clown. It's just he keeps with the issue that people need to understand with Safari is that he gives his representative to people, and then that's how he ropes them in. And then after he then showed you his representative for about a year or so, then his clown side comes out. And we've been seeing that over the course of time. And the last thing, the Erica Banks and Rennie Rucci situation, I kind of think what Rennie's thinking too. Erica and Amy were sitting there having their conversations with each other about Rennie, and like, okay, yeah, let's link up. We're gonna be friends over this whole Rennie Rucci situation, and then we're gonna create our alliance and gang up on her. Even though y'all still got y'all situation where y'all both are feeling the same dude chaotic over here.
You know, let me say this real quick. You know what's crazy is that Erica Banks is now part of two situations where another man is involved. And this way, it's like I know she's an artist, but this is not how I thought she would come on the show and represent herself. I'm not saying it's any, it's like I get it, but I would have expected to learn more about her because there's, she probably is the more known of the three. But at this rate, this is how she puts herself on the same playing ground as the other two. I'm sorry.
Right.
She has the catalog.
Absolute. Good
Puts her
point. Good point.
higher than Rennie or Amy because look at what you're like. This is a platform still, and it might be Love Hip Hop Atlanta, but at the same time, you should be using this. There have been plenty of artists, K. Michelle, Keisha Cole, have Remy Ma have come on this show, and they've been a part of the mess, but they also keep themselves not too involved. Erica,
I feel like people need to think like, and I'm not really a big fan of her, but I'm a fan. People need to think like Cardi B. Cardi B used the show for what it was supposed to be used for. She came on here, she put herself out there, she sat on for 2 seasons, got her music promoted, and then boom, she dipped out. And now she's one of the biggest, one of the biggest artists in the world. One album, but she's still doing her thing. So,
Yeah.
but with that whole situation, like, I kind of understand where Rennie was coming from, because as someone that's been through a traumatic situation where I had to go to therapy, I don't like even people knowing like what I've been through. When someone just saying like, "Well, you need to go to therapy," well, yeah, I'm in therapy, but still, like that is
It's a trigger.
triggering for somebody.
Yeah.
Because I've been there, so I understand, where she was coming from in that situation. And I've already heard, before pre-Love and Hip Hop, Erica Banks can't fight. That's why she didn't do anything. She's been beat up so many times. It's been in the blogs, allegedly. Let me not get.
It looks. You ain't got to tell me a blog. I saw that.
But it's been in the blog. Yeah. But that's all I got to say. Can't wait till next week. I'll be back again. I'll be back next week.
Is this your first time calling in?
No, this is my second time calling in. I called in months ago when you guys did the New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. I know it's been a while, but first time on the show. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for calling in. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sir Capricorn. Did you have a comment dream for Belina? It was something you wanted to say, I think.
Oh, it's when you said when you said Erica's probably the biggest one out of the three, and then I clicked, I'm like, shoot, at this point, maybe Amy Luciano's on the come up because her name's in the public eye, but not in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer, like, I know Rennie's music. I have a song. It's a song called Elevators. Go download it.
Elevators.
For her. It's a nice little bop. She got a song that came out called Bend It Over. I mean, Erica has more music, but I just don't think she should be acting like she's better. That's my point.
And Erica, just her visibility is different, Tez, because she was put up against Meg Thee Stallion because she was signed to 1501. So she was the Carl Crawford little plant to try and go against Meg, and it fizzled and burned out. So I think since she had that visibility, that was more of the push after Busted. But as far as the content, the quality, and what's pushed out, no different. Because I've known Rennie's been putting in work for years. Amy, the little bops that she had in the studio sounded but she's trash, so it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, they're all like on the same playing field. So her going like, I'm here and you're here.
But
that's when she should have threw the drink then.
That was a trigger for Rennie.
I think I think it was
girl.
Erica was hitting her hard. She was hitting her. And she was fighting back, but the word war, I would say Erica won. And what made it even better was that Erica was sipping on her she's sitting back in the chair, sipping on her little champagne and just spinning. Like, she was good with the words.
She's too comfortable, though. You got to stay ready, though. That was too much of a guard up. That was a guard up.
You got to stay ready. So, yeah.
But it was just
ready, girl.
I didn't see her.
That was way too much spice. She was too comfortable for all that spice.
And she was
a lot of spice and comfort.
First of
all,
I would never sit comfortable at a table with somebody with green hair because they might try to swing on me.
Immediately.
Comfortable though, because that meant she technically wasn't really scared. Like, girl, what are you gonna do? She threw a drink, but that's pretty much it. Like, nothing happened.
We don't know.
That's enough.
It was little plus. All we heard was, and then it was like she was sitting down.
Somebody has a video. What are the people recording?
Somebody was at that. If you were at their restaurant, you got the phone.
Oh, there's video for sure.
Send it to
Black
us.
Twitter got it. We just got to comb through it.
Yeah.
We got to comb through it.
Okay, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Again, thank y'all. Quick comment from Sean. Sean said to notify you guys earlier. We actually do. But Sean, you watch our other shows, and I always state where we're going to be live. So yesterday, when you were watching New York, I did say we're going to be live today. But I do schedule the lives earlier. But also try to. I don't know whether notification they may be going to your spam mail, or I'm not sure. But if you come to the actual YouTube page, it will tell you like what's coming up live. So just check the page. We do our best to inform you, but if anything, when we go live, it should still notify you and let you know that we're live. So with that being said, thank y'all again. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you again, Dream. Love Jones. Thank you, Sir Capricorn, for calling in. And we are leaning out. Good night, y'all.
Bye.